Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here. Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as I like to call it. It is Tuesday night. I hope everybody's having a great week. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Tomorrow's a big day, inauguration day. See how that goes. I got a treat for you guys tonight. It was kind of a last minute thing, but I've got Mike from Long Island Bigfoot on tonight. Looking forward to talking to him. He's been putting out some good videos lately, so I figure we'll chat about that and see how he's doing and what his plans are for the new year. Let me just pull him up right away. I know he should be almost ready. Ben, what's up, buddy? Stephanie Perez, Sandra, Lockbeard, Sean, Last of the Wilds. It's great to see all you guys, man. It's awesome. Hello, Cashew, Robin. Might have said Robin twice. That would make it 3 times. Wreaking Havoc, what's up, man? Good to see you. Sandy, hey. Great to see you. All right, I lost Mike. I don't know where he went. He was backstage. I guess I didn't pull him up quick enough. Oops. No, he's back. Let him figure his thing out. I'll have him on in a minute. I'm just rolling through chat to see if I missed anybody. Wow, it's so good to see everybody here tonight. That's awesome. All right, let's see if we can pull Mike up. Yo, what's up?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me good?
Yeah. How you been, man?
I'm all right. I'm doing okay. Just juggling the family life. You know how it is.
Yeah, man. That's good. Yeah, I caught your latest video today. Thanks for the plug, and that was awesome.
Yeah, of course. Anytime I get a chance, I plug you. Between you and DHP, I'm like, oh, like you guys got to go there. Like,
that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. So yeah, I was digging your. I don't know how many videos was it where you had that sighting.
I heard you talking about it last week. Yeah. Like you were
cool,
you were laughing at my reaction, and like it's so like.
Oh, I thought it was great.
It's so ridiculous because like there's like more before it, you know what I mean? But like I didn't want to I just figured I'd share the highlight portion, and then like I after it, like I kind of like get like all like a little disheveled more and shit. So like I kind of left that out. Like I just like start saying like because I just had like a crazy encounter, so I just start like talking gibberish almost, like I'm not making sense. So I just put the highlight in there. So but yeah, it's just me like what the fuck, like because like I see it like coming across the clearing, I'm like, and that's it's always funny to me because that's what I'm there for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm doing. But like when you lay eyes like on like the full status, like it never like it never gets good. Like it like never gets normal. You know what I mean? Like
oh no, that's not normal. And it's funny because that's what you're there for, and yet when it happens, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, like the first time I saw him like that, like all in full, and he's the one I see like that, like more than anything, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it's not like that everywhere I go, and first time I curled in the fetal position, like screaming, no, like shaking. I was crying, like I called Sarah after, like I was like crying, like my body and like everything reacted in like such like a like it like they say, like when you see like you have an encounter and experience a sighting, like it's like life changing. It damn sure is. Like like everything changes. But
I'm sure.
At that point I had seen bits and pieces of them and stuff, but to have one, now I know how docile he is. But like at that time, when I just looked up, like I never felt so inferior in my life.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I have no idea how I'd react, man. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I want to find out though.
Yeah, you're
As
gonna. Oh,
crazy as it sounds, I want to
yeah,
find out.
yeah. I don't even have like high hopes for you. Like I feel like it's a definite. Like it's just like when
Yeah,
you know.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, I'm gonna hide my ugly mug real quick and just I'm gonna pull the chat up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no worries.
Anyway, so well, actually, you know what? Forget it. I'll let you run. I'll let you run the show. Just hang on.
Well, you're still there. I mean, I still saw you.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm never sure how this thing works. I use StreamYard, and I still don't know.
Oh, I don't know half the shit on here, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
think
don't know
there's
how to
like.
play a video. I don't know, I just
Well,
haven't
I think
tried it.
I use the phone, so I hear that it's different on a laptop. But like, I don't know. I think there's like a paid version, and that's when like you get to do all the fancy stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have the paid version.
Oh, you do? Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't. Maybe DHP could
I
probably
just,
help you.
I haven't taken the time to really figure it out. I know it's not that difficult. Um,
Yeah, because that time Kerry came on, he was like popping shit up there.
yeah, yeah. And I just had to like share screen or something.
Yeah.
I just controlled if it was full screen or whatever. But yeah, I'll figure that out soon enough. I have some stuff that I want to put together and you know play
Okay.
on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Who else is here? Scotty B, what's up? Ray Daw, Big Rob, Central Florida Bigfoot. I'm so glad you guys can make it tonight. What do we got? 39
Awesome.
watching. Right on.
What's up, guys?
Drake, New York, upstate. Right on. We got some new names here. Oh, New York Bigfoot Society. Okay, that's
Oh
is
yeah,
that
it's Gary probably. It's either Gary or
yeah,
Kenny, but
or
probably
Kenny.
Gary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right on. Paul Holland. Right on. Good crowd. So what you moved you moved your area a little bit east? You're starting to
Yes.
look a little east out on the island?
Yeah. So the further you travel, like it's like obviously everyone knows where Manhattan is. You say New York, boom, like no matter what, even me, you say New York and like my head goes to, Times
Manhattan.
Square,
Sure.
Empire State Building. And basically it's like that. And then as you go east, it just everything comes down. So like I live in Suffolk County, Nassau, so like Queens and Brooklyn are outside Manhattan. Then it goes down lower. Like it's still built up a lot of people in Nassau, and then you get into Suffolk, and it's very congested, like in the central and west end. And then the more east you move, it gets really, really rural. And so the area I picked is like we're temporarily staying in it's a town out east. So basically, like it's where the expressway ends, like out Riverhead there. So
Okay.
like I don't know if you know where Calverton is, like the shooting range, the cemetery and stuff. But anyway,
No.
so it's like an area I wanted to go to for a while. So this is just a little past that. So it's out there. And
Right
I've
on.
gone to places further, like I've gone here and there, but like and shot video. But this is like somewhere I'll be able to like do a consistent, status of and like consistently go. So I was looking on like the Peconic River. I saw across it was wooded, and I'm like, oh, this has got to be a good amount over there. Like I can't see anything past, I can't hear anything. I could hear the gunshots, which I found out it's traveling far. Like the sound is traveling like 5 miles or so. Like it's traveling far. But like over behind that is a lot of wooded area. And I mean, I only covered probably like 1 mile, like 1 square mile, and it was gorgeous. I didn't know there was gonna be water when I came over to the top of it. And it was awesome. I'm like, I don't know. It's like the next level to go, like, because I've always made it a point to like really invest my time and my message to be the suburban squatching side of things. Like
Sure.
just show everywhere and anywhere I could that how close they were to us. And there was reasons other, personal why I was doing it too. But it was like, like sometimes I could have probably like forged it a bit and like not shown like, oh, like there's a house there and this and that, and acted like I was some fucking deep place. But I didn't want to do any of that shit. Like I didn't want to, you know what I mean? I wanted people to understand that, because that was something that made me think forever I couldn't have Bigfoot. I couldn't have them because I had to go all the way into the mountains. I had to go far. I had to go to the Pac West. I had to go deep, deep, deep. So that held me up for the longest from even looking. So
Sure.
that's something big that I love to get out there. Like I love to tell people like, or, you know, hey, where you live, like you could probably do this in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people have, you know what I mean? Like some people take that, like those easy comments like that and run with it. And, you know, but it's factual, you know what I mean? Like the shit is everywhere. Like, you know, and it's hard to explain really like where these places are, but like sometimes you might be really shocked like how close this is to congested areas, like really,
Sure.
really congested areas.
And
And
you hear that a lot lately, how close
yeah,
just in urban areas that they are.
sure.
I found that like fascinating, because it made me think about like where I'm at and
Yes.
like where, like, I think the river is the main corridor for these things. And I've been looking at like what's near the river, like commercially, like there's a section of restaurants that are pretty close. Well, where are their
Mhm.
dumpsters? Like
Well,
there's
yeah,
areas I want to check out.
sure. I mean, something big I learned recently is how much underground these cryptids use. They're like their tunneling systems are impeccable, which I don't like to get into all I found out about that because it wasn't my work. And this, these individuals like are gonna put that out on their own. So I don't want to give away too much on it, but they really use the underground a lot. And like I come to realize it, like, the other day I ended a video out of like fear almost because the ground was like really soft. Like like if you wanted to like catch like something like like I don't know, you'd put like straw over it to like cover it so somebody would like fall in a hole.
Sure, tiger
It,
trap.
yeah, it was soft like that, but I mean it's dead of winter. The whole ground is like it hits back. That's how hard the ground is when you kick it, and like
Oh yeah,
and it was
but
that soft, so kind of backed out from it.
well, being that it is an island, and you're only what's the highest point on the island? 30 feet
Oh,
above,
it's not high.
sea level.
Yeah, it's not high yet.
Yeah. So my thought is how you dig 10 feet down, if that, and you're hitting water, right?
Yeah, I think it's a weird scenario as far as this place goes, but yeah, like I mean, this hasn't been really this isn't really one of the things that have been checked out here per se, but
Sure, but in general, no, I get it.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know, I always wonder like, what's really under us? Like, are we really the only like, lack of a better word, are we the only assholes that are living exposed to all the elements? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because why do we need houses and they don't and everything? Oh, is it because they're down? Like, are we the only ones that need it because we're up here like exposed to it? There's things that go through my mind, but I still don't look for the big answers, or ask the big
Sure,
question. I go out as always, same like don't get me wrong, they eat at me sometimes, but don't get me wrong, I just try to go out blank slated and say, what's today? What do you want to give me?
sure.
And
Just learn
shit.
something new every time.
Yeah.
Right
And
on.
but yeah, this island is not. There's no high points really. I think it's like low. I know Bald Hill is high. Like I've done a video there, but there's somewhere higher than that. But yeah, it's all low level, all low
Yeah.
level.
And for
Yeah,
people who
there's
don't
some other things.
understand, Long Island is, well, it's bigger than Manhattan. What's Manhattan, like 24 square miles?
Something like that. Yeah. Uh,
Well,
I
Long
think
Island's
I think lengthwise it's a little over 100 maybe.
okay.
Something like that, like lengthwise. It's not, it's called Long Island for that reason. It's not like
Yeah.
north to south is not.
No, it's east to west. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
big as far as islands go, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't explore much past like Lake Ronkonkoma, that area.
Yeah, right.
Although I used to go to Hop Hog a lot.
Yeah, I grew up I grew up in the town next to it, in Smithtown.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I lived there like 18 years, and then I live in the town like next to Ronkonkoma now in Center Reach. So
Oh, cool.
it's great. But yeah, we're staying in like Riverhead for a while now, so we're like at the end of the LIE now. So it's like a different story now. Like it's a lot of open woods and a lot. It'll be quiet. There won't be a lot of interference. There won't be like trails. There won't be trash and all that shit. It's gonna just be straight like straight woodland stuff. And we're gonna keep mix it up, still stay the same. But this has just been a long time coming to move on to the next phase. So
No, that's awesome, man. I mean, you know how far you've gotten and where you want to be. So to keep pursuing it like that, and moving up, I mean, that's awesome. And I'm sure you've got a great area out there. Yeah,
like I said,
go ahead.
sorry. Like I said, I only checked. Yesterday was the first time I checked. Like, so I just kind of felt it out. I drove down a road that was just nothing but trees on both sides, and I drove till it felt right, and I just stopped. So I never know where I'm going till I get there. Like people are like, oh, map it out. It'll be safer. You know where you're going. I'm like, I kind of like, I don't like to you know what I mean? I don't, there's a lot more, like you'll hear a lot, like if you listen for it, you know what I mean?
And you leave it to that, to chance or to fate,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. Who else we got here in chat? Tom Paul, what's up? Ryan, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Luis, sorry, man.
I couldn't find a bandana. I was trying so hard.
That's funny. Can Squatch. Who else? I know I saw some other names here. Robin. Alan, what's going on? I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. We're at 60 already. Wow. Yeah, it seemed like tonight was a busy night on YouTube a little earlier. I think there's still some stuff going on. Tuesdays isn't usually that busy. I know this Thursday is going to be crazy too. a lot of new channels.
Yeah, things are forever changing too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I think like Donnie just started a Tuesday thing, and then like, or maybe I just caught on to it. Standing Goats or whatever. Like, somebody else just moved to Sunday, like right before what the subscriber Sunday thing. Like,
low IQ attitude. Apparently so. Oh my God, shut the fuck up with your gay bandana bullshit. Whatever, dude. There's always going to be a hater.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll just leave that to my moderators.
Let them rock.
That's funny.
It's boring under the bridge tonight.
I had to think about that for a minute.
I know. I'm like the subliminal man.
Brandy, what's going on? Good to see you. That's so funny. That's all right. Oh, it's still there too, huh? Oh, well, actually on this end. I don't know if it's been dealt with on this end. I got to pull up YouTube on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's no rush.
Might as well have fun with it.
Yeah. Do what you do. You should see the shit I get, bro. At least one a day.
Nobody.
The last one was. Hey,
Lockbeard, the word is bug out, not big out. Just letting you know.
Dude, gorilla suits are dime a dozen. Like,
I'm
where's
kidding,
that?
buddy.
Huh?
Who said that?
I don't know. I don't know. So, I don't know. Like, where's the big boy, and how do I know what I'm doing? And like, because gorilla suits are a dime a dozen these days or some shit. So apparently, I'm filming people in the gorillas. Like, how do they make themselves? How do they make themselves 10 foot tall in this suit? Like,
Oh, right.
I get that there's like frauds out there. I get it. Like, I wish it wasn't the case, but yeah.
Sorry about this. I just got to double check this.
Oh no, have a good time.
All right, we're cool. Thank you, moderators. I double check. I never have YouTube up, and that's the only way I can control, as you know, is from YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, I could split screen this, but then that's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I actually, I actually didn't know that. So thank you. That makes more sense now.
Yeah, you can control some of the things from here, but in order
It's
to
like
control,
only during the chat, right? Like basically, so like or during this live. So then after it would like go right back, basically.
what
Like
do you mean?
like if you did it for while you were in StreamYard, like say you like put someone a timeout or block them or whatever, like basically
I don't think
afterwards.
I can do it from StreamYard side. Can you?
I
I
don't
can do it.
know.
That's why I
Yeah.
have to do it from the YouTube side.
Yeah.
Who else we got here? Hey, Barb. No. Barb wants to know, Mike, how tall is the tallest one you have seen?
Oh, he's this I hate saying this. Like I hate it because it sounds nuts, but he's pushing 20. He's pushing 20 foot. And so I go there a lot. Like and it's like pure fear, like every time almost, because like I don't want to see this is the only one I don't really want to see on the regular. But I'm
20
still
foot?
trying to, yeah, like yeah, we measured them up. Like I'm still trying to find the live stream. Like I'm trying to go back and find the live stream. But yeah, like I hate saying it because it sounds ridiculous, but he's 15 is an understatement, so it's closer to 20. And they're not that's not the regular at all. Like that's not the norm at all. But like I stopped saying like alpha male for like pretty much every other one now, like because since I seen that one. But I have like this laughing fit. Like half of me is like laughing, I guess, because like I'm surviving. Half of me is like laughing because other people see it. Like and I'm like like Vince was the first one actually. The New Zealand Vince. He was like, I don't know, the comments are lagged on like Facebook Live or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, big boy," and I'm like, "There's a big boy," and I'm like, "Shit, like this is for real." Like, like, like uh,
That's
unless
huge.
you, yeah, unless he was like standing on something, like. But I went back, and like it took me forever to get back there. I didn't really go back there ever until Jeff came from Alabama, and he like was so gung ho and just start climbing over shit and like going through all the like because he has everything knocked down from the roots, the whole trees. I mean, like even if there's like 3 trees in them, even if the tree's like bigger than me around, everything's torn down out from the roots with it still intact, like so it's like these big dirt mounds, like and then like the whole tree, like not like trees. There are some tree snaps and all that, but he's got it all torn up and like it's not easy to like get in there. Like I have to go all the way around one way or all the way around the other. And like it took us like to travel like 100 feet. It took us like a half an hour, like just to go up and under and over and all that shit. Like and there didn't seem to be anything back there that would indicate what he was standing on. And while I can't put a tape measure up that high and all that shit, like it's just what I guesstimate.
And you were comparing it to a tree, right? So is there a chance that
Yeah.
it was in the tree?
No, I mean no. He was like huge.
Next.
Like it's huge. Like
Okay. Okay.
yeah, like you
Sorry,
know.
man. That's just fucking
No,
huge.
no, I know what you're saying. No, I get it. Yeah, no, no. Like I know what you're saying, but no, he was massive. Like it wasn't like the size of the trees. He was like,
That's
I know. It sounds so
that's
stupid. Like I hate
no.
to
Well,
even.
somebody just said is 20 feet. That's no Sasquatch. That's more along the lines of a mountain giant for sure. That was by Ryan Tremblay from a whisper to a scream. Cryptids podcast. Hoosier, what's going on? Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please just put them in caps and we'll get them right up. LAB, what does this say? Robin Ward, LAB Mike, can you feel when the big one is watching you?
Yeah, yeah. Um, like I can kind of sense like I start to sense kind of when they're around and like when it's like it seems like when it's like a new area, like the big boys will kind of come in, and that's when like it feels kind of like I feel like I kind of have to walk on eggshells a little bit. You know what I mean? Like when it's a comfortable area, like it's more relaxed. Like it's but yeah, I think like the newer areas and stuff, like I feel like that's when like that big guy's watching you. I don't know if it's the alpha necessarily or anything, but it's usually like a big male, I think, that comes and greets me. You know,
Wow.
I say like the eldest son is usually tasked to that kind of stuff. Like like dad's like, go check this motherfucker out, see what he's about.
Dad, don't butt me, mother.
Yeah, like like you trust.
What's up, Jake? Lane, good to see you guys. Yeah, dude, I don't want to see anything that big.
No, I no, me neither. Like, and I don't know, bro. It's so hard to talk about. Like, honestly, it's one of the ones I have the most difficulties with because I didn't look at them very long. And in the
Hey, I
video
don't blame you.
itself, yeah, in the video itself, like it doesn't translate the same as what my eyes were looking at. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to look back again, but
Oh shit, that's funny as shit. Mid South Sasquatch. Just imagine it. 20-foot Sasquatch farted. That would be loud. that would
that's
that would part your hair.
that's like when hurricane gust winds part your hair.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, Rick says Moog's a 20-footer will make you change your draws. Indeed. That might happen too, David. Make you puke. Yeah, that would be okay, 7 foot,
I
20
think he's
foot.
talking about the fart.
Yeah, right. I was thinking the shock factor of seeing that, but the shock factor that'll do that too.
Yeah.
Ray Dunn wants to know, why do men think farting is funny? Because it is.
I don't know, man. It's like the sound of it, like everything.
It's
Like
better when there's no sound.
our oldest son, he has to announce it every time. Like so whether you heard him or anything or not, every time. I farted, like I farted. Like, thanks, buddy.
Um, who just had Lane wants to know, where were you when you saw this monster?
So like it's an area I go to a lot, like a lot. It started becoming what I call like alpha male, like back at the alpha male area, like because he became the most alpha of the alphas to me. So like that's just kind of what I end up calling it. But if you're familiar with the area of Long Island, I was like mid 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 Suffolk North Shore, like Stony Brook area.
Okay. Lockbeard says if you meet a 20-foot she giant, you better make sure it isn't snoo season. Whatever that is.
I don't know.
I know what he means. That's funny. Snoo.
I'm dead.
Brandy says, Mike, are you talking about Debo?
Oh no, he is huge too. No, I'm talking about the one with shit. I think you were there for this live, but it's going back, like it's going back a ways. Like where I left that pumpkin for him and all those like I left that big ass. Remember when I dropped the pumpkins everywhere, but I carried that big ass one in for him in particular. That guy at that place. I was like,
So
I gotta bring him. I have to bring him
Debo as in Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, knock the fuck out.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
My grandmother gave me that chain.
It's my chain, punk. What bike?
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that with somebody recently.
I've probably seen all three of them about 40 times.
The first one was the best. That's
Oh, of course, yeah. But then Chris Tucker got he decided to go Jackie Chan style, and then they had to reinvent everything. He went and did Rush Hour 1, 2, 3, and whatever. So they had to reinvent the whole wheel.
Kevin from Southeast Georgia says, "Don't be hating on the bandana. Coming from a combat medic, I could be drunk and come up with at least 20 ways off the top of my head to save your life with it."
Thank you, bro. Thank you for your service. Fucking
yes,
that's the most, to me, that is the most valuable and most fucking noble profession MOS there is, man. Thank you. You're the man, like for real. I know. Oh man, that's hats off, brother.
Thank you. Brandy says we used to name all the Bigfoots.
Yeah, we did till they kept coming. It got exhausting. I used to have like a thing. I'd be like, to keep people interacting and like interested. I'd be like, we'll have like a everyone just like come up with a name for it, like whatever you think, and like I don't know why it stopped, but it did. It was fun for a while.
Louis Maris has got a good question. LIB, where does the giants and Sasquatch come from?
Oh shit, I don't know. I'd imagine they were here just just as long or before us. And if I had to guess, they're just like some kind of like lost like lost relative of ours or something, or we're just like the new edition of them or whatever. Like I don't really know like the big picture. I don't think anybody does, but you know what I mean. Like I don't necessarily like hang on a theory per se, but yeah, I think we're way more connected than some people might think. But
Big Rob, thanks for posting that link, by the way.
Yeah, I think they've been here a while, like a long time.
I saw a meme today. It was a cartoon with Sasquatch and Waldo from Finding Waldo, and Waldo's like, dude, what's your secret? That was hysterical.
That's literally exactly what it's like.
The Paranormal Reporter, what's up, man? Who else? Oh, Mark, what's going on, man? Sawdust Beast, good to see you. Again, you guys have questions, put them in caps. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through chat real quick. No, I'm always apologizing too. I should just shut the fuck up and stop apologizing.
Like I get it. I do the same shit, bro. I do the same shit. It's all good.
Some people can't do a show and chat at the same time.
Yeah, that's me.
No,
I'm
what the
not good.
secret was is
I
no,
can't sit still.
I was in chat long before I was in doing this. So
Yeah.
I was a moderator for a long time. So you get in that chat mentality or mode.
Oh yeah. I'm just not good at sitting still. Like I like the more moving, like
We know.
moving.
Lewis says, correct kind of the giants were always here, then fallen angels mated with humans by producing the Sasquatch.
Yeah, that's my
It's one
favorite. Yeah.
theory, the Nephilim.
Yeah, for sure. They have too much. They have. I've seen too much shit for them to be like an ape. You know.
Sure. Christy Sci-Fi, what's happening? Hope I didn't miss anybody. All right, let me take that down. Lane says he's almost as fidgety as Jake at BLB.
I don't know who that is, but I'm the worst. I was prepared. I was prepared for this, so that's kind of why I'm set up. But you should see when he brings. I don't know if you have, but when he brings me on randomly, I'm like.
Yeah, it was short notice, but I figured, well, it's been shorter, you know.
Yeah.
That's Robert LaFleur, excuse me, has a great question. What would the daily caloric needs of a 20-footer be?
That's just it. Like, so here's it, right? So I hear all over like they kill animals, they take livestock, they hurt humans, they kill humans, they kill deer, like it's going out of style. So this particular area this guy lives in, like I see these same deer and the population grow and none go anywhere. I've seen them with them, uh, like right behind them, and like they these deer don't go anywhere. Like they don't. So I have no idea what they eat, and I have no idea how they keep it up. That's a good question, and it would have to be. That's where I wonder, like, what's the deal with that? Like, do they get their food source somewhere else? Like, are they some kind of angelic thing that doesn't need to feast on the regular? Or like, maybe I hope one day we have a really good answer for that.
How far are these research areas from the coast, like either north or south shore?
Some I do like on the coast. Like there's one video I do like Bigfoot Cove, and that's like just this big giant mountain that's like on the right on the water.
Well, I'm thinking about as far as food goes, with seafood and
Yeah, so I've seen them. I've seen like a lot of like shellfish, like clams,
clams.
like lots of clam shells, like in places they shouldn't be. You know what I mean? And that goes in including this place we're talking about. So like I've seen clamshells, and it's not close to the coast, but it's like it is like mileage wise. Like if you drove, you know what I mean? Like you'd be like, oh, I can get there in like less than 10 minutes. You can get to a water source in less than 5 minutes, which is connected to the ocean, and it would have sea water, and sea life, but like for them to walk there, like how do they do that? Like they can't possibly be just walking there. So that's where that's
the
where
underground, yeah,
or the interdimensional stuff, like so it gets I don't know how it works. Do I believe that there are paranormal aspect to them? Yeah, I do. I just don't know fully how they do what they do.
This is my kind of question. Chuck Bam wants to know. Question: what size poop would a 20-footer have, and have you found one?
Chuck and his poops questions. Like I
think you trip over that.
I have found scat in that area, but it couldn't have been from him.
Oh yeah, I told you, like I'd mentioned the scat I'd found up here, and I mentioned there was a fire. I went up there the other day. The fire wasn't there, so
I
think it was the next ridge, like on the other side of the next ridge, but it wasn't at that spot. So
I see what you're saying. I thought you meant it just looked like a fire, and it wasn't.
No, there was supposed to be a forest fire back there. So in the newspaper, they said it was at this area. I went to that area and it wasn't there. It must have been a little further south, whatever it is.
Yeah, good old reliable news.
Yeah, because they named it after a spring. They called it the Goat Fire, and right where in that area where I found that stuff is called Goat Spring, and there's a spring there. It's not flowing too much, but it's trickling. We also found a looks like it could be a den for either a bear or whatever. It wasn't big, but a bear could crawl in there,
Sure.
uh, and it was right next to the spring. It was weird.
Yeah, well, like it's interesting here for me because like we don't have that stuff. Like the largest animal we have is a white tail. You know what I mean? Like that's as big as it gets for here. But not Bigfoot ain't the only cryptid that plays with sticks and makes dens, snaps trees. You know what I mean? Like other things do it too. So like it gets very it's tricky. I can't imagine adding things like that into the mix, like large apex predators, like trying to figure that out too.
Ryan says, I suppose it depends on what type. Gugwe are said to be strictly carnivores.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know, like Sean Patterson, he's here. Like, he's had experience with what he thinks are Gugwe, and he said they were actually the most friendliest out of all the Bigfoot that he encountered. And
Really?
yeah, uh, he's got a lot going on. Like, he doesn't have a channel or anything, but he's been sharing through us, and yeah, he said they were the most generous and gentle, kind ones that he's met, and like some people are saying maybe they were just other kinds, like or different. Yeah, there may be a different bloodline. Who knows?
Sure.
But but they fit the bill look wise. So
Right on.
every other story I've heard, though, yeah, I think they might be like they would be pretty vicious. It could be like a Napoleon type scenario. They got to be a little vicious gang members because they're smaller. You know what I mean?
Napoleon complex. That's awesome. Zodiac Nation, what's going on? Who else did I just see? Hold on a second. I gotta mute. I know I just saw somebody else in here. Isaac, what's going on, man? Ida Bustamante. Batmom. Good to see you.
There's a lot of people here tonight.
Jeez,
Huh?
we got 86 watching right now.
A lot
Wow.
of people. That's a lot.
That's
Get
awesome.
me, get me nervous.
Now you're gonna get nervous.
To be honest, I
Oh,
was I was I was nervous before the show too. I don't know why I get that way, but
I get that way too, dude. And
yeah,
and then when I sit down and I see people in chat, it just goes away. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't know if it's like afraid no one's gonna show up or I have no idea.
either.
But it keeps you humble. It keeps you
Sure, hundred
grounded.
percent. Yeah,
Lewis wants to know: do the giants eat humans? Guess you really wouldn't know.
I yeah I don't know. If I if I go off what I think like and what I've encountered, I haven't encountered anything that's hostile really. Like as far as Bigfoot go, it's been the other cryptids. So in my opinion, I think they're the ones that tolerate us the most. If they don't have love for us, I think that they're the ones that tolerate us and protect us from other bullshit because we're pretty susceptible to that kind of attack. I think from these cryptids, but in my opinion, Bigfoot's the ones that kind of put
They're
up a
the
strong arm.
protectors.
Yeah, kind of strong arm everybody else. So once in a while, I think we get snatched. Yeah.
Hmm. Zodiac. I just had a brain fart. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. I was just thinking about that earlier, Mogs, being worried about live streaming.
Yeah. What that is.
Sorry, dude. I'm just not.
Oh,
So I know it's something I said, and I'm like, don't remember what the hell I said.
listen, there was something before. There was something before I was thinking like, and I wanted to say it so bad, and it like left my mind. It still eat me alive, but it was so important.
Oh, Sean says, Mogs, I have photo slideshow video I can share.
Yeah, he does. I didn't want, I didn't want to offer up his shit, but I knew he'd say that.
Oh, dude, anytime. Sean,
Yeah,
absolutely. Anytime you want to come on. I don't know how to do that shit. Like,
I'll show him. I'll show him where to messenger you at.
right on. And thanks for that, Sean. Really. How much do you think that 20-footer weighs? Isaac would like to know.
Oh man, like I said, I didn't look at him good at all.
It's got to be over
But
2,000 pounds, dude.
yeah, I mean, if we're going off ratios like that, yeah, I'd say so. I like a lot of people say like the weight is it's overestimated, and I kind of snicker to myself from what I've seen. I think they're underestimated, like weight wise, And a lot of that goes off me finding like a print or an impression, and like 200. I'm 225, and I jump up and down on this ground, and it
Frozen ground.
doesn't budge. Well, even in the summer, like it doesn't
Oh,
budge, or like it goes down this much, and there's just like So a lot of different things I've done, you know what I mean, like that to gauge these things, and while I'll never get him to step on like a tractor trailer
yeah.
scale, like I think he's 2 G's.
Yeah, he's not going to get weighed voluntarily.
Yeah, I've never seen him since.
Lockbeard says more like 3,000 pounds.
Yeah, it could be up there. It really could.
Well, if you think, I mean, it gets taller, but it gets wider. It gets thicker. It's like an exponentially. It's not just doesn't go up a few hundred pounds.
There's different body types of these guys too. So like, I mean, I've seen some that are like like shaggy hair, but like a lean cut, like tall, like 8-9 foot, and like a lean, like, I mean, you're still talking about like Hulk Hogan ripped, but like just like more lean. And then you have some that are like top heavy shit brick house, like uh, you know I I think they're just massive all over the place. Like they weigh a lot.
Oh, Zodiac, I got you. We were discussing Bigfoot on my live stream before coming here. I didn't mean to. I do that all the time. I just jump in the middle of someone's fucking conversation. It's like, oh, what are we doing? What's going on, Toby?
Toby, thank you all for being here, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely. Blackbeard says Sasquatch basketball lineup. Then there are other linebackers.
That's a good way to put it. It really is. A really good way to put it. But same as us, like different facial features, all sorts of shit.
My World New Zealand just asked what was the
There
biggest
he is.
one, and that's kind of what we're talking about.
He was there for it. Like
Oh,
that's Vince. He was there for that live stream.
right on.
So like he was he was the second pair of eyes that saw it right away.
What's up, Chris? That's my son.
Oh shit! What's up, buddy? That's awesome. Oh man, that's so cool, bro.
He's in New York.
Oh
He's
God,
over,
sorry.
no. He's over Pearl River area over that way.
Oh, all right, so it's nice.
Yeah. Not that New York.
Yeah.
Right on.
Like whenever everyone greets you with "You got a cigarette?" Like,
Here, take two. Go away.
yeah.
Sorry. That's funny. That conversation came up today too. You had to mention a cigarette, didn't you?
I didn't mean to. I like just finished one, and I just like that made me want.
No, that's not good.
I don't know.
Who just said that? Last of the Wilds. Howdy, son of Mogs. That would make me Worf, I guess. No, Worf was the son of Mogs. Okay. All right, Kevin, Southeast Georgia. You can use the square cube law to figure out the weight of the 20-footer. Google it.
That's cool.
Right on.
That's really cool, actually. I
Yeah,
love learning.
there's an
I love
app for
learning.
that.
Yeah, that's true. I love learning shit like that, though. I'm terrible. Like with the tech side of things, I'm the worst. You know what I mean? Like the worst.
So Zodiac Nation says he was at work today and he heard a whoop. I heard a whoop in the woods earlier today while on the job, and it shook me up. I'd never heard one before, except on TV.
That's
Must have
cool.
been must have been loud.
Question is, where do you work? Is it in a busy area, or like I would imagine it would have to be quiet outside or whatever to hear it, or quiet inside. I'm just curious if it was more of like a like a busy area or not.
Hold on. Megan, I did not.
There we go. Let's see
No,
what.
no, no. No. She goes, hey, Cashew, it's been a while. Mokes has placed me in question timeout. No, I
Oh,
haven't. Not with Mike here. Some guests I'm a little like, ooh, I don't know if I should put that out there. That's funny. Zodiac says, I do pest control. It was a house surrounded by woods.
okay. Very cool.
Right on.
Very cool. I would imagine. I keep us posted if you can. I don't want to put anything in your head, but yeah, keep us posted on that. See if anything else comes along in the near future.
He said it was definitely a whoop. Right on.
Yeah, you know when you hear.
Yeah, I've only heard him, in recordings.
Yeah, well, I mean, the audio here is majority of the time a lot different than what you hear, like whoops and howls and shit, because they can't be all loud like that in suburbia. They gotta like hide it's interesting. Like they do a cat fight by my house.
Oh, really?
It's really cool. Like it's when I tell you, it's not a cat fight, but it's like you wouldn't if you didn't know what I know. Like you wouldn't know it's not a cat fight, but I can tell. Like when you hear them do like a crow call or a goose call or some shit, like you could just hear that they're doing it like off brand on purpose. You know what I mean? Just a little bit.
Oh, off-brand. That's
Yeah.
funny. It's a no frills version.
Hey. Really? Yeah.
Ramona, how's it going? Was that Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just seeing. The paranormal reporter, LIB, where was your encounter and how many Bigfoot have you personally run into? You can just say Long Island, New York, as far as,
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they've all been here in Suffolk County. Well, I had one in Georgia outside Fort Benning, but I didn't know it at the time. But yeah, they've all been here in Suffolk County, New York, and uh, how many? I don't know. Like as far as like full on visual flesh and blood, I'd say about 5. Like there's been way more, but like it's been bits and pieces, or seen them in a photo later, or whatever, or known they were there.
yeah,
But I'd say full on like confirmation, like 5.
right on. BPD Ben's like, what it do?
What Ben would it do? Everyone has a everyone in the Bigfoot world has a dog photo.
Hold on, let me send a link out. Might as well.
What would it be without Ben up here?
Yeah, Ben, I'm going to send you a link. If you want to use it, use it. If not, don't. All good. It's on its way right now.
But you know he's using it.
I hope he does. I hope he does. I'm not trying to put him on the spot. Just give him that opportunity.
He loves it.
No, dude, trust me. I've gotten requests for the two of you to come back on. So,
Really?
oh yeah, people love it when Ben and you were on together.
It don't feel right when he's not here.
You're gonna hurt my feelings.
No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't.
I only got one left.
Wasn't personal. No, I was honored when he asked me to come on. I mean, I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah, man. I've been watching your stuff, and I just wanted to, I knew you're in a new area, so I wanted to hear about it.
Yeah. Like that last sighting the last sighting, the one that you were talking about, where I was like cursing and like, yes, like, so that's where I went today. I went back there. So that's the first time I've been back since.
I usually don't get into politics, but what the hell? Megan wants to know, question. Hey, Mike, do you think Squatches will suffer knowing that Trump's last day is tomorrow? I don't think they'll suffer.
I don't know. Yeah.
Audrey and Jamie, what's happening? David wants to know, was the sighting daytime or night?
That was daytime. It was like middle of the day, that one. Yeah. Cause it was crazy because I was like kind of rushing, like I was in between appointments, and like I had the dentist, like, yeah, it was like the middle of the day.
So, don't worry, Sarah, I cut that one off before I let him answer it.
Oh.
Sarah's like, don't even entertain that one.
I came and see you here. That's good. I didn't know she was here.
Megan says, congratulations, I finally got one in. Just checking for more questions. Chris, no. You guys can come up with questions. Hopefully Ben will pop on, use that link. I should have sent it to him earlier. I brain fart. Yeah. What are we? Oh, geez, we're an hour in already? Holy crap. Oh. Your question? No, never mind. I'm just reading comments. I know there was another one.
Yeah, I left the chat down so I could focus on. It makes it easier to focus on what you pop up there, because then I can't see what you put up there.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I always end up doing this, and I always end up apologizing.
Yeah, it's okay, bro.
But this, really? This is the whole thing. Is this whole show is getting chat involved, and
it is. Yeah,
all about chat.
It's really it's very.
Megan, you're leaving already?
It's very unique.
Sorry.
Very unique.
Thank you.
Yeah, in a good way. A very good way.
Yeah, I think it's great that so many people come and just hang out, and have a good time, and it's awesome. I'm thrilled that I can do this for people.
Oh yeah, wait till you're gonna be juggling like thousands soon enough, bro. Like
no, I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, they might not be all in live chat, but you know what I mean, like.
No, I it's just going to be the same old show with more people.
Yeah. One day your chat's going to be going like this.
Hey, Sandra. Sandra says, does someone know what Bigfoot eats?
Yeah, that's one of my biggest questions. I don't know.
Jury. I mean, there's been so many stories. I think they're just opportunists. I don't know that they're
Yeah, I'm not sure.
strictly vegetarian or strictly carnivore, or I think they'll eat anything. Probably.
Yeah, I
They're
mean, like,
survivalists. I
if I leave them food, they take it most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, so it's weird. Like, I guess they just eat. Like whatever.
Alan's got a good question. With the CIA releasing their UFO files, how long till Sasquatch are released?
Well, I think personally, personally, I mean, they are released. You know what I mean? Like when we talk cryptids, I don't put Bigfoot in there because to me, it's not a cryptid anymore. It's just not. It's just another species. Of man or whatever you want to categorize it as. I don't
I
care.
agree. I
You
agree.
know, and I don't call it a cryptid anymore. But whatever. When will they release it? Like as far as the feds go and the masses, because once the feds say it's okay, like that it's legit, then everyone will say, "Oh shit, okay." But
Yeah, but I
I think
think
it
there's.
was. Go ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No,
I
I
just
think
think
it
there's
was.
got to be some sort of campaign to to soften people up, or
Yeah,
get them
because
used to it or something.
it'll shake a lot of things to its core. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
religion. Yeah,
yeah,
hell yeah.
everything. And
History.
then if the government says like if they tell the truth there and we become inferior like because of things they can do, like if you want to look at it that way, not that I don't think they would put us in that category, like I think we would be equals in their eyes if they did come out like that. But government, who would respect government really? You know what I mean? Like, would they, how do you govern them, like if they come out and they open and shit? Like it would
You
get
don't.
really messy.
You
It
don't.
would get, like you said, religion, like a lot of things would get devastated. Like, and
Absolutely.
I think that's one of the main reasons it's hidden. It's not because they're, you know,
Hoosier wants to know, Mike, what got you started on Bigfoot?
I get this question a lot. So
It's a great question.
yeah,
It's a common. That's usually my first question.
yeah. So as a kid, like I wanted to be a marine biologist early. I was into whales, like always into the ocean. Like I could stare at the
So was
water
I.
from everywhere. Yeah, like I could stare at water. Even to today, I could just stare at it. And I don't know. I'd go whale watching all the time with my mother and like Montauk, which we talk about a lot. And long story short, like we lived next to for like 3 years. We lived next to Disney. We had season passes at SeaWorld, Universal, all that shit. They'd be like, "Oh, where do you want to go on vacation?" Like, "Or what do you want to do?" And I'd always say I want to go to Loch Ness. Like, I always thought I could. I I always thought I knew where Nessie was. Like, I would get like I'll show you this shit. Just get me there. That's like, why would this be a thing for me? To be as a child, like so convinced, like, listen, I know where to go, I know where to sit. Like, let's just get there. Like, this was what I wanted to do. Nobody wanted to take me, but this is what I always would say. So my interest was Nessie way back, but I guess I found Bigfoot kind of somewhere along the lines of by way of Nessie, and it's always like a little bit of an interest. And then I don't know, like I think I was in Afghanistan maybe, and I found one of like Mike Patterson's videos, Sasquatch Ontario. And I think it was like the speaking of Sasquatch, like the long version of like the overall thing maybe, and that was interesting. And I remember watching that and only that for a while, and then like some MVTV and stuff. And huh? No, why? Because I'm trying to get your attention. Oh no, sorry, sorry. One sec.
Go ahead, man.
One. Oh, sorry. No, I don't.
Yeah, Yancey Scott, what's going on? JCL, Ohio. Good to see you.
Okay, all right. You
What
want
else
me
we
to
got
come?
here?
Okay, okay, I'm coming.
Miss Real Dill, what's going on? Mosters. Yeah, Alan, I agree with that. Logging, forestry, ownership of land, and it's all about money. Absolutely is. Because, I mean, you get something like that released, and automatically, you have to worry about the endangered species list and all that stuff. And it will affect everything. It will affect logging and forest, the forestry business and camping and hunting. And, huge sections of land would probably get closed down. Look what they did for an owl, or look what they do for a fish that you find in a cave, or a salamander. I mean,
They say things are. There's a guy who's like got to show extinct or alive, and he keeps finding extinct stuff. It's
oh,
crazy.
really?
Yeah, it's a good show. I hate to do this, bro. I'm gonna have to bow out. Dad and husband duty calls. So
No worries, man.
I hate to do it to you, but I appreciate you having me on, and thank you all for being here. And anytime, bro. All right.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
All right, guys. Have a good show, bro. All right. Thanks again.
All right. Peace. Well, that was unexpected. All right. Now what? Ben, if you got that link, now's a good time to use it. Iron Dogger, it's so good to see you. Made it funny video. All right. Iron Dogger, you made a video. That's awesome. Yeah, Mike, thank you so much for coming on. That was awesome. Who else we got here? Tracy Jones, how are you? So you know what, guys? If anybody wants to come on tonight, we've still got time, or we'll cut it short. Whatever. I'd rather not cut it short. We got 82 people watching. Email me at monstermogian@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link. I sent Ben a link. Ben's not using it. That's all right. No worries, Ben. I'm not trying to pressure you, buddy. Seriously. I'm not. Bigfoot and cryptids next. What's up? Joey says, keep it going, Mogs. I run out of shit to talk about when I'm here by myself. Mark Dodman, all the way from down under. What's up? Good to see you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got to put my headphones back on. Ben, what's up, man?
What's up, Mogs?
How you been, brother?
Doing, man?
You just missed Mike.
Yeah, I know I did. I know. I had something going on, man. Talking some business.
Oh, no worries. No worries, man. Hold on. Ellen Lindsay says, do you think the different species all meet every so many years, like a clan gathering?
What kind of clan?
He's talking
not the bad kind.
Not the hooded kind.
Yeah, yeah. I think they do for sure.
You think? I don't know.
I have no basis for making this statement, but
No, I get it, but you never know. Let me just bring up comments. Yeah, they fucking get together for a powwow.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
So how you been, man?
Man, I've been doing okay.
Yeah?
Been doing okay. Yeah, man. My dad had COVID a couple weeks ago.
So
He's doing fine. Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. How's he doing?
Yeah. He's doing good. He had open heart surgery, and then a couple weeks later, he came down with COVID. Yeah. But he's back home now, and he's healing, and he's doing well. Yeah, thanks though. I mean, everybody had sent out prayers, and I believe that they work. And thank you, everybody, for that.
Yeah, man, I've been hustling, trying to get a job. I finally got one today.
Yeah, I
So,
gotta get my ass in gear too. Get a job.
yeah.
D. Stewart, what do you think the Loch Ness monster is? Hmm.
It
Uh,
might be a thylacine. Is that
I lean towards the coelacanth, but yeah, I not the
seal?
coelacanth.
No.
The coelacanth was that extinct that fish they found at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it is.
No,
And
what's the plesiosaur?
plesiosaur. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Not a thylacine. Yep, definitely.
or a coelacanth.
Nah, it's not a coelacanth.
No, it's no. That was just for some reason that was stuck in my head from
Caught it
earlier.
off the coast of Madagascar.
It was.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I've been. Wow, what happened?
So, and for Alan's question, I don't know why he just bounced off, but anyway, he'll be back, guarantee it. As far as the species clans go, about do you think they get together? Mark had an answer that says there are Native American stories about saying that they do. So that's pretty cool. You gonna stick around for a while?
Me?
You gonna stick around for a while?
Yeah, dude. I
I
accidentally
didn't
pressed
do
a button.
it. I know how
Yeah,
that
I
goes.
did. I did it.
I
I
know how
did
that
it.
goes.
Yeah, I did it for sure. Yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah.
I'm gonna stick around.
Stephanie says, Ben, we can see you.
Yeah, sure can.
Right on. Who did I just somebody I just saw was here. Oh, it is Gary. What's up, Gary? Hoot and holler.
Okay.
Well, I didn't
Hey,
know if
did
it was Gary or if it was Ken.
okay. Hey, did Sasquatch Bigfoot Odyssey ever release the thing with oh man, the guy who was on your show with the UFO?
Livewire?
Yeah, yes, Livewire.
Yeah, no, that's I believe he is releasing that this Saturday. They're doing a premiere, I believe.
Wow.
But what do I know?
Is it going to be
I
on
know too
YouTube
much,
or?
dude. If that's, I think he announced it. He announced it recently.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they're doing a premiere Saturday.
cool. I want to see that, man.
Oh yeah. What does
I
Alan
definitely
say
want to see
here?
that. Neanderthals did.
So it's taking what we know and applying it to our limited knowledge of these ancient human-like people. Oh,
Okay.
as far as the whole gathering, clan gathering, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That just seems risky. I could see small groups doing it in areas, but from you know, I don't know.
Me either.
What coming together.
Me
I mean,
neither, man.
I could see little families doing it, but not like this mass
Yeah.
migration to go chill.
Man, these things are so mysterious. I mean, who can
Yeah.
predict what they're gonna do?
Nancy Scott says, "Has Ben had any sightings?"
Well, I've actually heard one, the siren howl, and I've had somebody possessed by a demon sighting. I've had that, but as far as Bigfoot, I've only heard the howl.
Hmm.
But I have watched somebody who was really close to us. Me and my brother, uh, they were really possessed.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Please. I'm just reading what Rel just said. Please give a like to crush the 6 thumbs down. 6 thumbs down, really.
Mm.
Whatever.
Hmm.
That doesn't faze me in the least, dude. It's an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
It does. It doesn't. It doesn't really change the algorithm or anything, as far as I know. Don't care.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey,
Sick.
some people are gonna hate, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh well. Sorry to sucks to be them. Sorry. Oh wait a minute. Where did that just come back? Yeah. See, Sawdust Beast says thumbs down count. It's an acknowledgement. It goes towards the. Overbuilt asks Ben, what would be a worse nightmare for you? Kissing Roseanne Barr or an old werewolf lady?
Ugh. Man,
It's a tough one.
kissing Roseanne Barr would be the worst, for real. Really. Or maybe Nancy Pelosi would be even worse.
I think
Yeah.
I just threw up a little. Hold on. Too funny. Real says Moog, I was being nice.
Okay.
So Sandra said, did the possessed person have black in their eyes like on TV? As
We
it
were
fades
really
back into
close.
obscurity.
No, they didn't. They didn't have black in their eyes. The eyes were kind of rolled up a little bit. You know how you can make your eyes?
So more white.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But not black. Not black in the eyes. But yeah, but he knew much more than, this guy was known to be capable of. This guy, it was our partner. He was a guy we joked about and stuff like that. And he wasn't that smart. He was a good partner, a loyal dude, but he wasn't that smart. And he told us some shit that we were never expecting. And it was not him. This thing was not him. It was not him.
Alan Lindsay says we have to try to take a scientific approach to these beings, meaning Bigfoot.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you propose that, Alan? How do you propose to take a scientific research approach to these beings?
I said it recently. I think everybody, says, oh, until they're recognized by the government, they don't exist. Fuck that.
Oh, bullshit. Yeah,
We
that's
got enough
bullshit.
people. We got enough people that could form an organization that are out there. There's already organizations formed, but somebody's got to be. You can't find all this information and keep it to yourself. You got to share it, and that's what happens. You get all these different, research groups, and they don't share it, or they want to profit off of it or whatever. We gotta. Chuck says, look for poop. Yeah. We got to really take a different approach.
Man, from what I've been hearing, I mean, I'm no expert at all. I haven't even seen one, but a lot of the big organizations, they want to make it look like it's an ape, and it's pretty much obviously not just an ape.
No.
Listen to Sasquatch Chronicles. Listen to Steve Isdall. It's not an ape. It's not an ape. They have different powers.
But Steve said it's not a primate. And I haven't heard that recently, but I know he has said it before. I think he might be wrong on that as far as the definition of a primate goes.
He might be, because he's not, he's not educated in the biology of he's not a Meldrum that's educated in the biology of everything, but he's
but he's not either. I mean, Meldrum's a foot guy.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I'm
But
sorry. I mean, I'm not downplaying or please don't, take it the wrong way, anybody. What he's
yeah,
doing is awesome, but nobody has those
any
answers.
definite proof, you
Yeah.
know.
And if they
But
do, they're not coming forward for good reason.
but I mean, the stories that Steve and Wes have compiled, I mean, I really don't think it's an ape. I really don't,
No, I
because
don't think it's not a gorilla, it's not an ape. I don't think, in my opinion. And
they can
I
exert
agree.
powers over you. They can exert powers over you.
Supposedly,
Well,
telepathy wise, they can make you feel a certain way, or supposedly.
the fear, they can make you feel just the scaredest that you have ever been in your life, to
Dude,
where you can
I felt that way once, and it wasn't because of Bigfoot. I couldn't see what it was, but there was something in a room that gave me that primal fear.
yeah,
So
and that's why people think it's linked to other things.
it's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was so scared that it pissed me off. It was
yeah,
weird.
dude. I've never been there. I can't speak to it, but from what I've heard, dude, these things, I mean, you can feel when they're watching you, and they can make you just freeze in fear. And, but from the stories we have, it's not the ones that Bigfoot might have killed or whatever. We're getting survivor stories.
Oh
So
yeah,
I don't know if Bigfoot kills people. I don't know. But I mean,
I'm sure. I'm sure there's a few. Uh,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
responsible for something. Somewhere. An
I'm sure.
opportunist. Out somewhere. I think.
Yeah.
What does Mark says? Is a database of DNA evidence being built so future unknown hominid evidence can be cross-referenced? Well, it has to be. I mean, because now they have, questionable DNA or DNA that they don't know what belongs to. They have nothing to reference with. So
Yeah, they have human
they go with
female
that.
DNA.
Well, yeah, as part of that was the,
Melba Ketchum.
yeah,
Yeah,
couldn't
they
think
have
of it.
female human DNA, and they have unknown male DNA.
Mhm.
So I don't know, dude. We really
Yeah,
don't know.
but even if the DNA that they have now, you can't use it as a base, but you can compare it to other stuff, that comes in, for checking for certain markers if it matches that.
Okay,
Still, it
okay.
just proves that it might be the same as that, but you still don't know what that is.
Yeah,
you know?
they've done that, dude. They have done like hundreds. Uh, David Paulides, he gathered hundreds of different DNA
Oh
strands,
yeah.
and I mean, all of them turn out the same. So I mean, dude. It's something else, and we don't know what it is. So, man, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not qualified to speak on this. I'm just I'm I just listen to the stories and stuff. Like, I'm not a researcher at all. I'm not going out there and research. Uh,
Mike Stockton, good night. Thanks for coming. No, you know what? I'm not a researcher, but I'm starting to get out more and explore my areas and look around, and it's not researching, it's just exploring and seeing what's there. Like we just had rain today. To me, that's awesome because all these sand washes that are here,
mhm.
you can walk down a wash and it's sand. You'll see everything that's walked through, be it coyote, deer, javelina, you know. So like tomorrow, if it's not raining, I'm going to go hit those washes and check that fresh sand.
By the
It's
rim
just,
over there?
what's that?
By the rim over there?
No, this is right in town here. I have a mountain
Okay.
range right across the street from me.
Okay.
I'm at like 3,500 feet. The highest mountain across the street is about 7,000 feet.
Okay.
Right now, there's snow up on the mountains. We got rain today, and it snowed up there.
Okay.
But yeah, just going out, checking out, exploring locally. It's pretty neat. You know, I believe out here that they use these washes as like, you know, highways, roadways, whatever, you know, because you can't see shit in these washes. You know, I could take you to a wash right now where you would never see it from the street, but you go 10 feet in and it drops 15 feet down. And it's 15 feet wide. It's just this wash, this hole in the ground that, you know, it's weird.
Yeah.
Super Sleuth, what's up? Oh, TFV, what's going on, man? Beware of what you invite.
Yeah. Yeah, Mokes. Really. I don't know if I'd go looking for them if I was you. Really.
I'm exploring the area. I'm not like,
And
you know,
just looking for evidence, right?
yeah,
But
just
in
checking.
your mind, you would like to see one,
Well,
right?
you know that, so
Yeah. But I hear, a lot of people say
be careful what you wish for.
once you see one that you're not gonna stop seeing them.
Okay.
That's what I hear. You would like to?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, if you're up
I
for
know
that,
it
man,
sounds
go for it.
foolish. Yeah, I'm up for it. Might have to change my draws afterwards, but you know.
Hey, you still going on that little exhibition to Florida?
No, dude. I can't do that. I gotta find work. So
I wouldn't go.
I'm not gonna be available for that.
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be an interesting trip.
Yeah, maybe. If they find something.
Bell Prepper, what's going on? Welcome. No, I think they'll have a good time down there. The whole Carrie's gung ho to go into areas at night that like his buddy Mark Zaski said I wouldn't go in there. So see what happens.
Carrie's gonna go in there?
That's his plan, I guess. Well, that's what he said recently. I heard, on one of his shows not too long ago. He's like, he wants to do some night squatching. So, Joey Hayes says, "Wear brown trousers and blame the dog." That's funny. Did you freeze up? Yes, he did. Overbuilt, you are so right. You better have the full armor of God on. And you're right. All right, so it seems I've lost. There he is. Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry, buddy. You froze up there for a second.
I think I walked too far away from my router.
Lost signal. I didn't do it.
I'm going back. Yeah, it's on me.
No,
it's on me. Yep. So shit, man. What else you been having going on lately, man? It's been a little while.
Same old, man. I took time off. I walked away from my job foolishly, but yeah, Christmas Day.
Do you regret that?
No, not yet.
Good.
I needed a break, dude.
Yeah.
And it was time. I'll find something.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point where it's time to get back to work. JCL says, Mogia Monster, I live in a place with some Sasquatch here in Ohio. They know about me. I know about them. And they have shown signs of appreciation of this. Right on.
He said he lives in peace with some Sasquatches.
What did I say? I live
Place.
in... Oh, my bad. Thanks. That's what happens when I read too fast.
Yeah, man. I mean, it happens to everybody. But that's really great. I mean, can he expound on that? That'd be a really good show, Mokes.
Yeah. We'll get JCL if he wants to come on sometime. No problem.
Everybody,
Real says something interesting. Mogia Monster, can I bring up the fact that Bill Gates of hell now owns the most farmland in America?
He does.
He who controls the food controls the people.
Absolutely. That's true.
I didn't know he owned that much farmland. It's fucked up.
Oh yeah. And dude, you cannot try to be as political as you want. It's gonna bring it to you. It really will. The political shit will find its way to you. Because I was the same way you are. Really. And it's getting rough now.
What did I just see? Some sawdust said. Mo's gonna take that stripper's job.
Go for it.
I couldn't. I'm terrible on that pole.
You can do it, bro.
I keep falling off the damn thing. The stripper's pole. Get your mind out of the gutter, people. Mikey, what's going on? Good to see you. Timbaz, what's happening? If I pronounce that wrong, I apologize. I like my Mo's just a little on the trashy side. Little Confederate Railroad quote there. Yeah, that's it. Right on. Steven, Mogia Monster, hi from the UK, brother. First time watching live. Welcome, brother. That's awesome. Speaking of UK, where the hell's Mr. Lee 3PO? He's not here tonight.
That's a good question. Hey, let's get some. We got any more questions, man?
Let me scroll down. Just don't smoke that pole, says TFV. Yeah, no shit. Wise ass.
What he said?
Never mind. I said it once. That's enough. Lockbeard says censorship is getting bad. Modern day book burning.
Wow, he is absolutely right.
Yeah, man.
He is absolutely right. It's getting to that point.
That's why a lot of people are getting away from certain platforms and going to other, platforms for because of the censorship and bullshit. But
dude, it's getting bad.
So Lewis wants to know, what other creatures have you seen? Gator,
gator, possum, delicious possum. No, really. Man, I've seen ghosts. Ghosts in an orb shape. I've heard Bigfoot. I think I might have seen one once, but I was not sure. So I really can't. I really can't contribute it to Bigfoot.
No, that's fair.
But me and my brother came back from like a teenage club, a long time ago.
I remember those.
Yeah. It was called Fast Tracks. So it was in the next town. So we came home and the water bottle, the Kentwood water bottle, was right by the back door, and we see this big shadow by the back door, and kind of we were like, "What is that?" I saw it first. I pointed it at him. I pointed it to him, and he said, "Wow, what is that?" And then next time we looked, it was gone. It was standing in front of the pool. Well, we had a pool, and like the pool, the pump house.
Hmm.
We had like a little pump house like built for it. It was standing
Okay.
in front of that, and we saw that. When me and my brother were real young, we were taking out the garbage, driving up the driveway, and the driveway is pretty long. It might be about 150 yards or so, but it's all surrounded by woods. So we brought out the garbage in the truck, and we came back, and we saw some kind of face looking at us through my parents' front window. And I said, David, stop the truck. I said, David, you see that? He said, what the fuck is that? It was some kind of little strange face looking at us. So we didn't, man, okay. And man, we didn't know what to do. So we sat there and looked at it for a little while, and then it kind of dug down, and that's the last we saw of it. When I was a kid, I was sleeping in a bed by some closet doors, and those are the closet doors that you can open them up, and they ride on a rail, right?
The
So
accordion kind, or the ones that tuck in behind one
no,
another?
no, they were. They make a full door, but one half opens up and folds in half, and the
Yeah,
other
the
kind does the
accordion.
same thing. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So when I was sleeping, I dreamed about some little green being or some shit like that knocked the door off of the rail. And when I woke up, the door was knocked off of the rail.
Wow. Huh.
And those are my stories, man. Besides seeing this dude possessed by some demon, which
Yeah,
is,
that's got to freak you out.
oh man, does it ever? And then, my grandma pushed that Ouija board on us.
Yeah, never
So
understood that. Sorry.
no, me neither, man. It's crazy.
I want to say hi to Marie Ann Souza. Kat, what's happening? Great Lakes Reliance. Good to see you. Who else? I know Mikey had said something I wanted to see. Where did it go? It wasn't a question. I think it was more of a comment. Mikey says, I've seen in some Bigfoot videos what may be a trickster or forest ghost of sorts. Have you seen any of those?
I haven't personally, but I've heard of them from one of Carrie's shows, and you know what show I'm talking about. The one with the guy Mark.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you believe it or not, but man, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I don't
If it
know.
was anything, it was crazy.
Oh, it was crazy.
I've heard some.
I
I've
was
heard a
surprised
couple
that
shows.
all the reactions from it was that was what was crazy.
Yeah, man, I've heard a couple with the predator cloaking deal. I don't know what that is. You know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. Bigfoot Prepper, good to see you. Were you leaving? Sorry if I missed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I know some people. That's all the way. That's how they see them. You know, in that cloaked in that shimmer image. You know,
Weird.
I could get on board with the whole. You know, their hair is hollow and it reflects the light
Hmm.
or it absorbs the light or the color behind it. I could get on
Yeah.
board with that. It's scientific. It makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
but you know,
Achromatic. Yeah.
yes, and you know the whole you
But
know
not. But not like
portals
a.
and
Yeah.
that's
I know
that's
it. I
the
know it, dude.
that's the hard part.
I know it.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just that's what I have trouble dealing with.
I know it, man. I mean, I'm the same way. I don't understand that.
Hey Diane, she says her hair is iridescent. Sorry,
Iridescent. Okay.
iridescent.
Wow.
Supposedly.
Hmm.
Super Sleuth Ben is down in Louisiana.
Yeah, I am. With the Rougarou.
That's interesting, Joey. Joey says a Ouija board is no different than an EMF meter or spirit box, in my opinion. It's all about invitation and intent, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
That's pretty true. I would think if you're, you know,
yeah.
what
You're inviting something in.
yeah, it wouldn't matter the mode of, you know, how you invite it, I guess.
Yeah. But no good things come from that. Mm.
Hmm. Oh, this is for you. Did you have to tell the possessed guy what he did, or did he remember?
Oh no, he didn't remember any of it at all.
Good.
We told him what happened, and he did not believe us. But we had to tell him what happened. And you know what broke him out of it? We all knelt down and did the Lord's Prayer. And that's what knocked him out of it.
Reaching Cold Mountain Before You says, at 18, homeschooled, sheltered, my first job in Yosemite, a girlfriend and me, Ouija board player, she glitched into a copper hooded cobra standing on her tail.
I do not doubt it. I do not doubt it, really. Because what the thing that I saw was not my friend. I believe that guy. And if, you know what, if he's trolling or whatever, I don't know, but they can. It's that's demonic, dude. All that is demonic. And I wouldn't have believed that unless I heard my friend speak different languages and know things that he could not have known.
Yeah, that'll convince you.
Yeah, with a different voice also.
Rex, good night. Thanks. Super Sleuth says, I have to learn the Lord's Prayer in Latin. It's supposed to be more powerful.
Hmm. Yeah, I have like some cousins that have studied Latin mass and stuff. I don't see why it would be more powerful
I think the
because
intent, well, yeah, I mean, I kind of understand it, but I think it's more intent.
yeah, yeah, that's what I would think too. But
Well,
you
just I
never
think
know.
that what I understand is what he's getting at is because of it's an ancient, well, almost a dead
Ancient
language.
language. It is a dead language. It is a
um,
dead language.
unless you're a
Yeah.
doctor, you got to write a script. But yeah, seeing it's an ancient language. I mean, a lot of demonic stuff is ancient, I would assume. So I could see where you would think that it might be better to, say the Lord's
Yeah.
prayer in Latin.
Well, yeah, you're
But
right. You're right.
but I don't know it in Latin, so I'll stick to English.
Yeah. I don't know any Latin either.
Oh no, reaching. No, we don't think you're a troll.
No, man. Nah.
She says no troll, guys. LOL. I'm a chick. Right on. No, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Ask some
Absolutely.
questions.
I've seen you in other
Ask
chats.
questions.
I haven't seen you here, so I'm glad you're here. Wait a minute. This is interesting. Miss Real says, or Miss Real Dill, Mogia Monster, as soon as I posted that statement about Bill Gates of hell, my Chromecast shut down and told me to choose another video. This has not happened. What the fuck? For real. That's crazy.
I don't think it's coincidental at all. I really don't. I don't think it's happenstance. I don't think it's coincidence. I think that, maybe they've been tracking you. Maybe. Because they're tracking everybody.
Joey says, I had sleep paralysis shortly after dabbling as a stupid teenager and was tormented for about 6 months. Wow, I remember fucking with a Ouija board when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything ever coming of it. Belle, good night. Thank you so much for all your help. Yeah, I don't remember anything happening when I was a kid with the Ouija board. However, I did have some bad luck throughout my life, so who knows?
Yes,
it was either a Ouija board or a few mirrors I broke.
Yeah, it's the same. But Joey, what kind of things happen, man?
Excuse me. Yeah, really. You said you were tormented for about 6 months. What did happen?
I have a friend who had sleep paralysis, and there was this gray demon. I mean, gray alien holding him down, and that's just not cool. That's sleep paralysis. I don't know what it is, but it happens to a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
it's just not cool at all.
Audrey and Jamie have had sleep paralysis for more than 30 years. Still have it regularly.
What happens? Like, what do you see? The shadow man, or?
I don't know that you necessarily see anything. I just.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh no, the sleep paralysis is a physical state, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but you're seeing some kind of entity over you, and you cannot move.
Yes, but every time.
I don't know. That's why I'd like to hear from Audrey and Jamie and see.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, she said, I got choked during sleep paralysis as a creature sits on my chest.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The old hag syndrome? Is it old hag syndrome?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking.
Or are you just putting the statement out there?
No. Audrey and Jamie and
okay.
Whoever else had it. Because I think it's fascinating. I'm so happy it doesn't happen to me. But this has been going on all through time. They have pictures, old paintings of it with an old hag sitting on somebody.
Oh, really?
You need to look that up, man.
I've heard of it, but I never, like just in passing, like tonight, like I heard it maybe once or twice before.
Yeah.
Super Sleuth says, I make sure to say my prayers before I go to sleep every night. Right on. All right, what is this? Mikey says, I'm pretty sure that's why as humans have to sleep, because if you get to a certain stage of sleep paralysis, you can see through the veil.
Or is sleep paralysis caused because you are having a nightmare, and a lot of times you want to strike out and fight in your dreams, but it paralyzes you, so you can't do that while you're having these dreams. I mean, it's one of the two.
Well, normally your body does release a chemical, so you can't act out.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe some people, their body releases too much of that chemical.
Yeah, it might last longer. You're right. But why the terrifying shit?
Yeah,
when
that I
it
don't know.
happens?
Yeah.
I don't know either.
All right, let's see. Last of the Wild says, I've had sleep paralysis twice. I never saw anything, but definitely felt as if I were being held down. It only happened to me at a certain house, never happened before, and not since.
Wow. So that's something supernatural. I mean, I would guess,
And this kind of supports what I said. Brandy says, my experience with sleep paralysis, I couldn't move anything but my eyes. I did not see anything over me. I was in between a dream, I think. It felt real, but the dream was still going on around me.
And you couldn't move.
Nothing but her eyes.
Wow. Yeah. But man, that sounds horrible. Really horrible.
Reaching. Oh, where'd it go? Reaching says, my mother is Irish and sensitive, hence her serious Christianity. She always attacked. She was always attacked at night. Paralysis, things jumped on her, jumping on her. That's some scary shit. What?
Are all the rest of you guys really really strong in your religion? That's what I'd like to know, man. Because I mean, you have to find what is this thing? Because it happens to a lot of people.
Stephanie Perez, I'm going to post that. You put it out there. Daughter had sleep paralysis. Her boyfriend was hovering over top of her on the floor where she left him. She looked up again, and it was a demon-like creature hovering. Huh. Wow. I thank God every day. I don't have to deal with the demonic or any of that.
I don't understand any of that, bro. I mean, you see so many people have this.
Brandy says, I was a child when it happened, before I was strong in my faith.
Oh, so it's not all about the faith and they're trying to break your faith down. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Audrey and Jamie says, freaked me out once the internet came out and I saw the same thing happen to others. And I imagine it would. You think you're alone in that, and all of a sudden you find out that there's thousands of people, if not, tens of thousands that deal with the same thing.
Dude, just in this chat group, look at this. Look at the amount of people in the chat group.
Mm-hmm. Duke, what's happening, man? Good to see you, man.
Dude.
Mogs, my wife said I was screaming. I missed probably the first part of that. What a coincidence. I had my first sleep paralysis a couple nights ago.
It's a synchronicity. It's not a coincidence. It's not. You were meant to talk about it. What did you see, man?
Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're seeing something.
Most, pretty much it does, though. Pretty much does. Because it's something that they feel that's holding them down. Really?
Not all the time. I mean, she said she couldn't move. She could move everything, or only her eyes. And she felt like she was in between dreams or dream state. So I think it could be combination or different, things that cause it. I don't think it's just one thing that causes sleep paralysis.
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right. You need to have a show about this.
That would be interesting. No, I'll do some research. Look up some shit on it.
And look up old hag syndrome.
Stephanie says when it happened, her daughter said she couldn't scream. Hold on.
Duke said he's busy reloading his catalog to Rumble and Black Saga reboot coming soon. I switched to Rumble after I saw Duke's post the other day. So
I still haven't checked it out. Rumble.
I like Duke's content. He's got some really good content.
Diane says, when I had sleep paralysis, I heard a bang right before it. Then I could not move. It felt like I was being held down. I could not move. I did not see anything, but thought it was a spirit. Okay.
Wow. What is this phenomenon?
Big Rob says, when it happened to me, I couldn't move and a black shadow was running around the room fast as shit.
What the hell is this phenomenon? I mean, really? So you see how many people have it?
Yeah.
People you wouldn't think.
Ray Berkey. I had sleep paralysis as a kid. Couldn't move, but would see random stuff like playing cards on fire that would fade away.
What the hell is that?
Miss Rill says, Lucifer is the prince of the air and this world, but not for much longer. Amen to that. Audrey says, I have some scars from being scratched in the night.
Okay. All right. Explain that.
Who, her or me? Or
no, you, anybody. Explain that. If it's just a state of like a dream state, like a REM state or some kind of state that puts your body into paralysis, why would that happen? It's just
again, I think there's more than one thing that's causing this. I mean, you're like I said, your body, like you said, automatically puts you into that, releases that chemical.
Yeah.
You can't move. So, you wake up before, it's time or whatever. Maybe you can't move. But as far as being, waking up with, scratches and wounds from this, that's more involved. That's demonic, whatever, obviously.
Yeah. Has that ever happened to you? So where you woke up and couldn't move?
I don't think so.
Me neither, dude. So it doesn't happen to everybody.
I mean, one time I was in bed and I just woken up, or I was just waking up, and I just said this recently. It felt like somebody pushed my face into the pillow and held it there for 2, 3 seconds, and it went away. And it was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
But that was it. I don't think I've ever been paralyzed, or, experienced sleep paralysis. Hmm. All right. Robert says, I woke up once paralyzed, and something with bony fingers was slowly pulling a blanket over my body. It dematerialized before my eyes. Felt a new level of fear from that one, no doubt.
Man, a lot of people I've talked about, like, when I've got to know them in regular life, I brought up that subject, they turn white. I mean, they're like mortified and they're like, wow, how do you know
Mike,
that?
Mikey says that's demonic. If you're getting scratched, especially with 3 scratches, it's a mocking of the Trinity.
Mike is right. Mike is right.
Oh boy.
I can't believe it's so many people on here, man.
Well, with those types of experiences, or
Yeah.
Silver 7 Wolf Moon. What's happening? Silver 7 Wolf Moon says, right before the first time my house shook, but there was no earthquakes. I ran outside, but the neighborhood kids said it was quiet. Then after that, I started with sleep paralysis.
Wow.
Audrey, where did that go? I sleep holding a rosary some nights. Hey, whatever your faith and whatever gets you through, keep praying and keeping the faith, God will get you through it.
So is this ongoing for most people?
That I don't know. I mean, 30 years of sleep paralysis, that's pretty ongoing.
Yeah. I mean, for most people. Does it go away?
I don't know. Diane says it's a really weird feeling. You can't move a finger, but I can't willing myself. It's like being paralyzed. Keep thinking I've got to get up.
Man.
It's got to be frustrating.
Frustrating.
Well, yeah, when you first realize that, well, yeah, I guess it would be scary too. But
it's got to be horrific.
You're trying to will yourself to move and you can't. Horrific's a good word. I was downplaying it just a little.
No, I mean, wow.
Frustrating wasn't a good word. You're right.
It's got to be horrific and just, dude, a feel of complete helplessness.
Well, and this is true though. Lockbeard says I've woke up many times with sleep paralysis. Figured I just woke up too fast.
Okay.
Where that chemical was still,
keeping
your body from reacting to dreams and stuff.
Could be. Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah, I am actually surprised there's that many people. Big Rob says, this shit has been going on my whole life. I thought it was just me. Don't like talking about it. I feel you, brother.
Dude.
But Rob, you know what? This is the place to talk about it. Obviously you have a lot of people who have experienced the same thing. So no one's going to ridicule or anything, especially here.
Wow, man. Sorry to hear that, Big Rob. Man, that's got to be something else. I mean, I couldn't imagine that. Couldn't imagine dealing with it. Couldn't imagine it, man.
Mikey says, Audrey, try smudging your house with sage. If you do, use it with really strong intention and be strict and firm about what you're trying to do. Sometimes saging works. I use sage. I have to assume it works, and I put a lot of good intent and I say the Lord's Prayer when I do a cleansing or a smudging. Yeah, strong intent is the key. I mean, you can. It doesn't have to be sage. You can smudge with anything. You can smudge with a cigarette. It's the intent, you know. But sage is. I like sage.
Yeah, right.
Now you got me thinking about the sage. So
Hey, you better do it. Damn. I can't believe how many people have experienced this, man.
all right. I just got the smudge bundle going now. Real says, Duke, aliens are the demons. It's one theory.
Yeah, it is. It is. Or the demons are.
And then
demons
Louis says, World Bigfoot Radio, yes, aliens are demons in disguise.
Maybe. Or demons or aliens in disguise. One or the other.
Or maybe none of the above. You never know.
You're right. You're right, man. You're right. Because, whenever people are getting abducted, they can't move. You've heard that before.
Sure.
Their partners can't move. So, man, I don't know. I really don't know.
Brandy says demons are shapeshifters. I believe that. TFV, sleep paralysis, demonic in dreams. All right. God's evil cleanser. Olive oil? Interesting. Mike says they say silver sage works the best, but I pick my own up where I'm out in Wyoming and I add pine straw, rose. I don't know that word. Leases, and even marijuana leaves. And your strong intention, I think it's all about intention. Yeah, exactly.
I think he meant rose leaves.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
It's no problem, man. It's not spelled right.
I'm like, I don't get that word. It's leaves. Dumbass. Not you, me.
No, I mean, it wasn't spelled right anyway. But yeah, man. Shit.
I mean, if you ever watched a Catholic mass, they smudge. When the priest walks up carrying that little silver smoking thing, smudging. It's the same thing. Well, I don't know what he's burning. Could be frankincense or whatever. I don't know what they're burning in it, but
myrrh, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know what myrrh is.
It's a spice.
Okay.
As far as I understand, frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Audrey says that the abduction crap can happen during sleep paralysis too.
Wow.
Well, dude, we've been at this over 2 hours. Well, you've been here for about an hour now.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you got to shut it down. Let's shut it down.
Well, if unless you guys have some questions you want to throw out there,
or you want to talk about your experiences,
Yeah, but, anybody. See, now Robert LaFleur asks, how many people have had sleep paralysis episode and possible abduction experiences?
That's a good
know.
question. That's a good question.
Well, it makes
I don't know.
sense, that you would be that, if you're being abducted, there would be some sort of paralysis involved. They don't need you
Yeah,
They don't need you combative as they're trying to probe you.
absolutely. And they need everybody else to be paralyzed because they don't need them to know what's going on. But that was a great question, but I doubt there will be many answers.
Joey says they have shit the bed over here. Awful stories coming out. They should be ashamed. Who is they? Wonder Woman, what's happening, Kathy? How are you? Good to see you. Glad you're here. All right, so that means I have to scroll back and figure out what the fuck who they are.
I think they might be us.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Really don't know.
This is interesting. Mikey says, I have burned salt before. A net works really good, and it's cool to do. You just feel with solved what is an indentation in the center. Pour rubbing alcohol in the center. Light it with intention. Okay. Yeah, if you do a like a smudge. Oops. If you do a smudge with sage or anything else, like we said, with the intention, but also you can put salt in all four corners of your doorways. You can salt your windowsills, and that helps ward off, bad shit. If you put salt in four corners of your doorway, your exterior doorways, I should say, that lead outside.
Mm-hmm.
It can't hurt. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Brandy says, I've never been abducted as far as I know. Something I do find odd. I've heard about 4 people speak of their abductions and having the same thick needle scars on their thigh. I have scars. Coincidence?
I'm sorry, but I don't think so. I'm very sorry, Brandy. I don't think it's a coincidence.
Oh, dude. All right, JCL, did I miss a question? Hold on. Thanks for pointing that out, Cashew. Does Ben have a story? What kind of story? I mean, you've told a few stories here.
Yeah, I've told a couple stories tonight. I have a couple. Not really a Bigfoot story. I've heard them howl, but I've experienced more of the paranormal than
Same here.
than like a Bigfoot thing.
Ray says, my girlfriend did the salt thing. Honestly, stopped everything for a while. And it will. Stephanie says, yeah, it keeps the snails away too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Tim Baz just to say Jesus. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Mikey says, can you ask Ben if he goes out and crawfish hunts during Mardi Gras? And who makes the best boudin? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, boudin.
Boudin. Mm-hmm.
Boudin. Man, there's a lot of places to make good boudin. And during Mardi Gras, it's got to be warm enough for the crawfish to come out. So if Mardi Gras is early in the season, you don't want to go crawfishing. You're not going to catch a lot. So, man, there's a lot of places that make great boudin over here. You really can't go wrong with almost anywhere.
Right on. What's up, Jamie? Jamie says salt is rather useless without tequila and limes.
Yeah.
There was a time when I would agree. Tequila.
Yeah, I don't drink any hard alcohol, so
No.
I can't.
I used to could.
Yeah.
But I was terrible at it.
Yeah,
I think
me
all
too.
that practice I had, I would have gotten better at it. Nope.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Robert says, woke up paralyzed once. White light all around me, but couldn't see. Got the sensation of being on a table and things around me. Had the feeling I was having my mind read. I felt mentally naked.
Oh, Lord.
That sounds like an abduction.
It does, yeah. If anybody thinks they've been abducted, look up Dr. David Jacobs and read his books. Because it is going on right now. It definitely is. And Mogs, my phone is at 4%.
No, dude, it's all right. We're gonna bounce. All right, dude. No, thank you so much for coming to hang out, dude. You know,
Man,
my door's always open to you.
Man, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Sorry you missed Mike.
Yeah, I know, man. That's my partner.
But next time.
Yeah, do it next time, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah. Good show, brother.
Thank you so much.
And
I'll talk to you soon. If you want to hang out backstage, I'm just gonna, say my goodbyes, and it's up to you. Otherwise, you can bounce.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. We can bullshit for a little bit.
Right on.
I'm gonna plug my phone in.
Very good. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thanks again, man.
All right, no problem.
Wow, man, you guys are awesome tonight. You guys had some amazing questions. You still have things. I'm sure I missed some, and I apologize. But yeah, Mark, thank you. Good. It was a good show, I think. Stephanie says, Ben, it's always good to see you. Well, guys, yeah, that's it. I was going to answer some things, but I'm not going to do it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. You guys have been awesome. I want to thank Mike, Long Island Bigfoot, and Ben for coming to hang out tonight and making this show really awesome. And again, you guys in chat were amazing with those questions. And really, you guys have experiences you want to share, feel free. You guys know how to get in touch with me. monstermogion@gmail.com. Send me your experiences. We'll get you on, or if you want, I think I'm going to try to get into a little bit of narrating. We'll see. You guys be safe, and we'll see you Thursday, God willing. Got to get through tomorrow. But in the meantime, you guys have an amazing evening. Peace and God bless. And thank you so much, all of you. You're amazing. Oh, by the way, if you like this show, hit subscribe, share it, and like. Or not. You can unlike it. Still counts. All right, guys. Peace and God bless.